Hello and welcome to R Tips, the hub where you learn an R tip every day. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like and share, and also watch my other videos. So today we are going to look at a data structure called a data frame in R. So we'll just create a new R script. So we are creating data frames in R. So what are data frames? Data frames are two-dimensional tabular data structure that resembles spreadsheet or a database table, and it's a way to organize your data and also work with it, especially in rows and columns. So each column can contain different types of data like numbers, text, or even categorical variables. So how do we create a data frame in R? So for example, we want to create a data frame class or on scores, and we are saying that this, so we'll use the data.frame function, and let's say we have three columns. So the first column is name, which is the name of the student, and in order to have the rows of the name of the student, we'll use the C function, concatenate, and let's say we have John, Mary, Isaac. So you see that for the character or text, I'm enclosing them in quotation, and then we put a comma. We say score equals to C. Let's say John had 15. The numeric, I can just leave them as they are. Mary had 16. Isaac had 19. And then I can add the last column, saying past equals to, so I can say John false, Mary true, and Isaac true. And then if I run this, we see that it's complete, so we can view the data frame. So if you just write scores and then you run that, we see that it shows up down here with the rows 1, 2, 3 and the columns name, score, and pass. So that's a basic format of how to create a data frame in R. It has 3 columns and also has 3 rows, and we populated it with sample data. So now that we have this data frame, how do we access data within it, right? Because the first step is having the data frame, but how do we access data within it? So the first thing will be using, so accessing data within the data frame. So there are various ways to do this, but the first one, just to that is very common, and just accessing accessing the columns, we just say scores, and then you use the dollar sign, and you see it shows the various columns within the data frame. So if we say name, and then we run that, you see that it will show us the elements of the column called name. This is the same if we retrieve the score, and also if we retrieve the pass. You see, so that's how to access data within the data frame, especially the columns. If you want to access the rows, then it will be different. Access the rows. So we'll just say scores, and we want to access the first row. So the first row, I'll introduce this further in future videos. The first row will be row number 1, and then you put a comma just to make sure that you are telling R not to leave any column out. So if we do that, we see that it brings back the first row of the data frame. That's all for today. In the next video, we are going to look at modifying values within the data frame. Thank you. Like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Thank you for your time, and happy coding.